How does this sub $200, $199 compare to the real thing, Fender Custom Shop? Let's find out. This is the Indio OS40 Deluxe. You can buy these on Amazon for $199.
And I got myself my little, it's my Custom Shop Fender Jazzmaster. Little bit more expensive.
How much are those on Amazon?
What? There is a significant price gap between what this is and what that is.
Top shelf Jazzmaster here, bottom shelf plastic bottle.
Okay.
What are the differences?
What are the differences?
What do you get for the money?
Obviously, this is going for something very, very traditional, and there's a lot of
Yes.
traditional construction and stuff. Like, there's stuff that's been modernized, but obviously with this, they're going for the spirit of the Jazzmaster, but they're being a little loose. There's the P90s. So I believe you're gonna have a lot more output.
Probably a little bit more output, probably more of a mid push to it, a less hollow, more barky sort of sound is going to be my guess. Now you show us your bridge pickup.
Okay. So it's clear, it's quieter, you know.
And it has that signature Jazzmaster kind of hollow twang to it. That barkier, more
aggressive.
mid-pushed, more aggressive.
This will take gain in a really nice, actually, a nice way, right? And then this is the same thing here.
I think more than power, I think the EQ difference in a traditional Jazzmaster pickup is going to be a lot different than a P90. I'm always going to prefer a Jazzmaster pickup personally. The P90s are fun.
I think that makes it more of a rock guitar.
Totally more of a rock guitar. Something that surprises me about this, the Indio here, is that it actually has a traditional Jazzmaster style bridge on it. Usually with the budget offsets, they throw a Tune-o-matic on there. I think this might be the cheapest guitar I've come across that has the traditional 6-saddle trim bridge that rocks in the thimbles, which gives you that tuning stability with the offset trim. I'm actually impressed with the trim unit on here. $199 for this guitar. The trim arm pushes in. It's not a screw in. It's a push in like a traditional. And look, it doesn't have droopy wiggle stick syndrome. It's in there nice and firm. It's not premium. It doesn't have the little push button thing. Does yours have the push button to lock?
This is actually my favorite feature.
You like that?
Oh, 100%.
I almost never use mine.
Because I constantly break strings. Constantly. And then when you break string on a Strat and it's floating, that's it. Your life is over. But at least with the Jazzmaster, I can just do the little and then all of a sudden my whole thing
That is not the sound it makes.
Thing. So there's little places where they save money. Like they don't have that, obviously. A little bit cheaper metal. They don't have that rhythm circuit. You see, I have that little extra circuitry.
That's a big thing.
A lot of people don't really even use. Obviously, there's other things. You know, they're using the big, thick polyurethane finish.
Oh yeah,
here,
this thing is candy coated. This will definitely outlast that.
Yeah,
finish.
like as you could tell, like this
that
thing,
finish is already cracked up and
well, it was a little bit relic,
low quality.
But as you could tell, as it gets older, it's going to degrade.
Also, it looks cool.
It looks cool.
Well, this will never actually get that wear through on the poly.
Oh, I never.
It'll just get little dings, pock marks, little cracks and stuff. I've come to appreciate the way poly ages.
In terms of playability,
it actually feels very comfortable. As far as $200 guitars go, I'd rank this pretty good.
Really?
Like this feels really nice. Got a glossy neck here, but it doesn't feel like hyper thick on the gloss. A very kind of friendly neck shape to it. But, you know, it doesn't feel like it's special. I'm impressed by the details of it. I'm impressed by the quality of it for $200.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you my guitar. I mean, you can play that one. So here, there we go.
Wait, that one might be a little heavier. Let me... They're very similar.
Yeah, well,
it's
I
hard
wonder
to
what kind
tell.
of wood this is. 1, 2, 3, 4-piece body.
You can kind of see.
And they're not equal pieces. It's like this big one,
yeah,
then this big one, and then a little guy. like, yeah, you could put a little bit of a setup on it and get it.
Got the creak.
That's a weird
A
feeling.
little bit of graphite or something like that.
A little bit of magic.
But as far as playability goes, if someone handed this to you and like, this is the last...
$200 guitars are really good nowadays.
Yeah, if they're like, this is the last guitar in existence and you get to have it, you'd be like, well, I have the best guitar on the planet, you know? And you would be able to play. You could play this guitar, you could do work on it, you could set it up and make it play the way you want, and it's a totally playable guitar.
You could work it.
But is it a totally pleasurable guitar versus something like this, you know? Like right away, the action on it is a lot nicer.
Feels nicer, yeah.
Yeah, it's set up a lot nicer, which you could put in the work and try to approach that with there. The frets feel much more substantial.
The whammy bar feels different in terms of the feel.
It feels smoother. It feels more premium. The neck feels a lot nicer. The action in the setup and the frets, they do feel nicer to me. It has a thinner, faster feel.
That's this is a little chunkier. Yep.
Yeah. It's a little bit bigger. It's probably would be more comfortable for new hand, a new guitarist.
You could definitely see there's the small little places where they save money. You could also, you could see the build quality and everything like that. I guess the question really is like, what's the line where it's good enough? Because you get diminishing returns at a certain point as well.
That's all
personal preference.
You want to see something weird?
Yes.
You guys want to see something weird?
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
Whoa-wee, what?
This is a cheap offset that I put together. It's a Harley Benton's kit guitar. And I changed a lot, as you can see.
Yes.
And I threw probably $300, $400 worth of pickups into it.
Are the pickups worth more than the guitar?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So these are Seymour Duncan pickups. There is a Brad Paisley Telecaster pickup in the bridge position and an Antiquity in the neck. I got very reptile dentist on this because these come with a tune-o-matic and stop bar setup, and I routed out the body and cut stuff up and got into woodworking to fit this Fender Mustang style vibrato on here.
What a madman!
I want to hear you play it.
Let's see what we got here. A little bit. We'll see what we got. I guess that's the fun of spending not that much money on a guitar. It just opens up avenues for creativity without worrying about breaking the bank.
Like this was a $99 kit. I can paint this with spray paint from Home Depot. I can shovel wood out of it with a chisel.
Experiment and not feel bad.
Yeah, I can cut the headstock into a nonsense shape. It's fun. You're not going to buy one of these and then do that to it. You could do that to this.
Okay, so I guess that really comes down to my question for the subscribers today. What's the craziest thing you did to the most expensive guitar you own? Right in the comment section below. That being said, we'll see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.
Bye, everybody.